And what is up, guys? It is me, Luke Mario 100, and today I'm going to bring you a brand new video. Now this video is the game review of the game TIMEframe. Now TIMEframe is a very different game from what most players are used to. This game is a very cheap game on Steam, and it's honestly one of the best games that I've ever played, with the least amount of playtime, and honestly probably the shortest game and the least detailed game I've ever played ever, and it's still one of my favorites just because of the atmosphere and the music and how the game looks. Now, this game takes on a very, very risky road of how you want to make a game, and I think they did a very good job on it, personally. So, pretty much what this game is about is there are different artifacts around the map explaining a past civilization, and you are the only one left of a new era, so to speak, and you have to go to these past civilizations and find out what they're about. Some of them are including a vase, which kind of tells you why the vase is there and what happened to the vase, and about sort of things about the vase, I'm sorry. And just you go along these different areas of the map trying to find, more information about the past experiences that this lost civilization has had. And you start out on this building called the Spire. Now the Spire shows you all the locations of where these places are at. It just gives you sort of a general area to look in. And when you find these locations, they could be really subtle. They could be ginormous statues of a god or something like that, and you just never know, and you'll see an artifact like a vase, or one of them is a harp inside of a building. It's amazing. The game perfectly plays out all of the things that a real gamer would want in a game. Like, if you're just a casual gamer, like you play games every once in a while, you wouldn't be able to play this game because you don't understand that. Like, you play this game and you have to be able to understand there's no dialogue, there are no characters, your character doesn't even have a name. You are just going around this wasteland looking for different monuments around the map, finding different artifacts explaining a lost civilization. So you are literally left with nothing. The loading screen literally just says TIMEframe, and then you're thrown into the game. The whole aspect of the game is, like I said, you find these artifacts around the map, and then you read the past stories about them, and you find out more and more as you collectively go around and find different artifacts. And just the most the best part of the game really is just overall the music of the game. Is really soothing. There's nothing in your way to stop you besides a giant meteor flying towards the Spire that'll end your world, and that is pretty much how that past civilization is ended as well. So pretty much you're stuck in a infinite time loop of 10-minute intervals of this comet flying into the Spire. And once the Spire is destroyed by the comet, you restart, but your past progress is saved. And you can choose actually to go and revisit the areas you've already discovered, but like I said, it's only 10 minutes, so if you want to beat the game, you're not going to be able to go back in time to find out and look at these new places and see them again. So you have to kind of time what you're going to do just right, because honestly, with everything being so spread out, you can only get 2, 3, maybe 4 per 10 minutes. And it just it's amazing how they played the game, how they played it out just like this, where it's sort of a blocky, sort of untextured world that just looks so perfect and so gentle and detailed, even though it's not actually that detailed. It's just the most subtle things, like just the terrain, or the color of the terrain even. or when you're finding an artifact, how the artifact completely changes colors, or how you can signify an artifact from where an artifact is not, just by the general direction of things, because mainly if there's an artifact, it's going to be in a general location, sort of like how this place right here is sort of like a Stonehenge type thing. The artifact is pretty much nowhere to be seen until you go to a specific area and it's actually sitting right there. But if you look around the map, honestly, everything else besides where the artifacts are located is just desert wasteland. Like, there is nothing there. So you go around this map just wandering, pretty much finding new artifacts, and there's honestly not much to do really, because you're just doing this. It's just find the artifacts and the game. And once you find all of the artifacts, you'll actually go to a new artifact sort of thing that just opened up, and you'll just step on it and a crystal will fly through the air and you'll beat the game, and you'll restart playing the time loop over and over again. It's pretty much just an infinite time loop, like I said. But there's honestly not that much to the game. It's just the way that they played it out, with it being, the music is so calming, there's nothing to worry about, and if you die, it's like, okay, my world was blown up, I can just continue right there, except I'm all the way back at the Spire. And the game doesn't really have that much to offer, but if you really look for the detail and the overall quality of a game, this game brings it to a whole new level, I think. I rate this game an 8 out of 10. And the reason I rate that is because the music in the background is just so calming. It's perfect for the type of game that it is. And I know this game genre is really hard to do sort of like this. Now, I went into this game not knowing anything about it, and you start out literally with no introduction at all, so you honestly have no idea what you're doing unless you can just take a guess and say, oh, there's a building, I'm gonna go walk over to it. Like, you will have no idea at all, but it just throws you in there. You load the game up, just boom. Like, the information on the Steam page does not tell you anything about the game at all. It just says you're exploring a land, finding new artifacts. Like, it doesn't even say that, honestly. It just kind of just throws you in there saying it's a new game, a new style of game. Like, this is something that a lot of players can't play just because they can't stand nothing. Like, they have to be doing something. Most players that play like a game like this, they have to be able to be intrigued by just the art style of the game. Like, you can't get to a game like this and say, oh, I can't wait to kill things, or oh, I can't wait to do all these awesome quests. Like, it's not a game like Skyrim or a game like Call of Duty, because you're not doing anything besides walking and exploring. It's literally an exploration game with nothing. So I hope you guys enjoyed my review. I was actually asked to do this by Freedom. They're my partner with YouTube, and they asked me to do this, and I'll hopefully be doing a lot of other reviews for different games like this. So hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe for more, and goodbye.